This energy is fire. It's fire. What's up? You have to uncover your camera, Alex, because I actually have your little camera on this intro stream. So you have to uncover it for now so they can see you.
Ah!
I know. What's up, y'all?
I'm here.
We are here. Happy Revenge of the Fifth Legacy style. I am your host for this evening, Crystal Storm, the co-founder of the Tales of the Forgotten Fiction Network. If you're not listening to Tale Shows, what are you doing? Listen to Tale Shows. We tell audio dramas in multiple genres, fantastical stories through a female gaze. We are a women-run company. We are diverse as fuck, and we are fucking fantastic at storytelling. And tonight, we are going to be doing some live performances from our very first audio drama, Legacy, a Star Wars audio drama, currently sitting pretty at about 200, a little over 250,000 downloads, 4.8 review, which is crazy for like a Star Wars property. That's not, people have big feelings, big feelings about Star Wars. And tonight, I am joined by the GOAT of Legacy and the favorite child. Don't let anybody Vancito's one of the favorite children. So I'm here with Tara, Aunt Reed, and Vancito, played by Alex. What's up, y'all?
Hey. Hello. Welcome to
Yo, let's keep it real on the favorite child thing, okay?
Listen. It's not just Lancoro. It's fine. People in chat. Who do you think the favorite Dackling kid is?
Yeah,
Who do you think it is? People in chat. Let's talk about it. So it's a treat for you guys tonight because you get 2 Reed scenes. You get an amazing Vancito scene. Alex was just practicing his deep voice, which was incredible. He was also talking in Spanish, so I don't even know if it's going to be in English. I mean, I guess
Yes.
Vancito could speak Spanish. That's fine.
Estaba hablando en español para Vancito.
Exactly. Synaptic says he's a Lancoro, bro. Kel sells. I mean, we know that Pixel says it's Veltana. We know. Yo, the Viking is here. What up, everybody? Tara doesn't show her face. Tara never shows her face.
Hi, Kels.
We don't even know if Tara's actually real or if Tara's like the ghost in her house. Like we don't know. But we never see Tara's face. She's like the artist known as Tara, and she's just so mysterious. We don't even know. Yep, she is maybe possibly not real. So we need to talk about, we had a great Star Wars discussion yesterday, and today is Revenge of the Fifth, which I don't recognize. I recognize Revenge of the Sixth. I don't recognize Revenge of the Fifth. I recognize Revenge of the Fifth. But Alex, you're wearing a red t-shirt, but I feel like we have you in, I think, which will over time be one of the most popular Star Wars stories as soon as Disney gives us money for it. But I don't think you know a lot about Star Wars.
No, I am very remedial, and when you all are sitting there talking about the movies, I'm just enjoying all the pretty faces and voices.
Have you seen the original trilogy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I did, I love character development and character creation. So when Legacy came about and I read through it, I did do my research in terms of like Sith and where they come from and who they are, and
So
I did a little deep dive into the world.
So basically you were on like Wikipedia for like a couple hours just reading things.
I thought we were going to keep that text between us.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Oh,
No,
okay,
but
okay.
I did as I read through the script, I was making notes and like doing research, and there were just things I looked up, and including blue milk.
You could have skipped that one. You really The Last Jedi is a very divisive Star Wars movie, but I feel like everybody agrees like what the fuck was up with the blue milk. Like I feel like I don't think I've seen anybody that was like, yeah, blue milk. Like people had like feelings about that movie in general and how good it was, but I have yet to come across somebody that was like, that was the choice right there. Luke angrily drinking blue milk and it just dribbled like that was some A+ scening right there.
I think for me, it wasn't so much the so much the Star Wars aspect as it was the story for me.
Right.
you could take the Star Wars out of it for me, and it would still be I would still be just as enthused about the storyline and what it is.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Ken says he's arguing with me, and I'm going to have to agree with Ken right now. There is the fifth and the sixth because there should always be two. The rule of two. You know what, Ken? I never thought of that. I never thought of the rule of two. You are correct, Sword. You get a gold star for today. You get the gold star for today. Good job, Ken. You're right. Rule of two. I know Alex has no idea what we're talking about. Tara maybe knows what we're talking about. Tara, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I don't have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite? I don't think we've ever
I
talked
don't.
about how much of a Star Wars geek you are or aren't. So how much of a Star Wars geek are you?
Not very much a geek at all, to be honest. I'm not. I mean, I've seen all of the films, and I enjoy just the overall story because I'm into like I'm just into sci-fi. Oh, lasers, swords, pew pew pew. Like that's it's fun.
Right.
Like, it's
absolutely.
really fun for me. I will say, what was the name of the first of the brand new ones?
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yes.
So that possibly might be
Okay.
might be my favorite. I'd have to do like a rewatch of all of them in order to say for sure which one is my favorite. But and I think Rogue One was really enjoyable.
Rogue
as
One was
well.
fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
Rogue One was absolutely. I know Alex's eyes. Are
That is a goal of
glazing
mine for
over.
the summer, actually.
What to read to
No,
watch
I
watch
actually
Star Wars?
Yeah, I talked with Matt about this actually, and I said I have a goal for this summer. As soon as the last show I'm working on wraps up in June, I'm going to watch them straight through from the first one to the last one.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be there a while. You're gonna be there a while.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to give you like a list of what order to do the things in. Like I feel like we need to like help you
I would love
out.
that.
Yeah.
I would love that. Yeah.
To maybe help with disappointment levels in because it's like I almost want to tell you to just skip the prequel trilogy. This is gonna be, you can tell how good we're gonna be reading. But I'm gonna be reading lines today. I just want to tell you to skip the prequel trilogy and just watch the Clone World Wars. And I know that you're not here. You have no idea what I'm talking about right now.
Why is that?
Well, because we were
Isn't
Be-
it so sad?
having.
Or something?
Because the Clone Wars as a series, in my opinion, Star Wars fans in chat, tell me how you feel about this, but I think that the Clone Wars as a TV series does what was being attempted in the prequel trilogy. That I think you could actually skip the first two movies, watch Clone Wars, maybe watch Revenge of the Sith, because that one was pretty good. But the first, but you know what, Alex, you like cinema so much. I think you watching all the Star Wars
Yeah.
is just going to be fascinating for you. Like you're just going to be looking at it just as like a theater nerd and just a lover of just cinema. I think so. I think it's going to be a real treat for you.
Yeah. Well, it's so part of the lexicon that even reading through the story, I could see it so vividly in my mind, which I think helped me throughout the whole journey of recording
Sure.
Legacy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we love that for you. And yes, I feel like there should be like a live party. It should be a live party where we all just like live stream Alex watching Star Wars.
Me
for the
watching.
first thing. Yes. That is an experience. You
would
know,
be
you're
kinda
right.
funny.
You're right. Everybody should have that first time. What do you think Alex's least favorite Star Wars piece of media is going to be, chat? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Tara? What do you think Alex is going to watch and just be like, what the fuck?
Do you know what's crazy? I remember when the first Star Wars movie came on television on Channel 11.
Wow. Remember the channel
Yeah.
and everything. That's impressive.
Channel 11 on a Saturday night, I remember.
That's
And
wild.
I had a small, like one of those small 13-inch black and white TVs in the kitchen that you rolled around.
Oh.
Yeah, and I rolled it into the kitchen, and I remember watching it on there. So that's how old I am.
That's impressive.
As far as
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends. If he watches the original, then it might be when Leia was enslaved. But what's his name?
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba, yeah. He might have a what the fuck moment with that. Possibly. Maybe.
I think Alex is going to be one of the few people that really enjoys the prequels. Like, I have this feeling. He's going to be like, it's so fascinating. I could just hear it in my voice. He's going to be like, this is such interesting storytelling.
Probably. I always get more. I love storylines, but I really love like the visuals and the work that goes into putting the worlds together.
It does have that.
I find amazing.
It does. It does have that. Although there is a scene that annoys Pixel a lot. Like, there was some unnecessary uses of CGI in some of the prequel trilogies that drives her crazy, which is fun. So we can't wait. We can't wait to discuss this with you. It absolutely should have been called Frolicking with Anakin. It absolutely, it absolutely should have been called Frolicking with Anakin. Oh, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I think, yeah, you're going to have a fun time watching the prequels, especially they're fun to watch just because, like we were talking about yesterday, you have actors in those three trilogies that are incredible, like Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen and Samuel L. Jackson and Ewan McGregor, and all those people can just like act their asses off. And then you watch them in Star Wars and you're like, some of them, you're just like,
well, yeah.
It's curious.
Do you remember me texting you? Do you remember me texting you a while back when I forgot what I was watching, and I was like, is she doing a good job acting? Natalie Portman. I was like, because normally I'm right on top of this. I mean,
she is I feel bad because she talked about how, like, after the prequel trilogy, she had a hard time finding work. And I think we all know Natalie Portman as an actress, and that bitch can act. Like, she can, incredible. She has an incredible range as an actress. Like, you literally just hand her a script and she just becomes the thing. So it's telling that after Star Wars, people were like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I think Jar Jar Binks is going to be one of your favorite characters in the prequel trilogies.
Yeah.
Alex, I think you and Jar Jar, you're going to be like, when are we going to get a Jar Jar?
You know, I just read there's with all the stuff with all the stuff that's coming out about Star Wars and stuff this week. There was an article in the Huffington Post by the actor who portrayed him and like what the effects of the role had on his life, and
oh no, this poor man.
It was pretty interesting.
You know what? I kind of want to read that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to read that. Episode 1 killed everything for the kid who played Anakin.
Huffington Post.
He hates it to this day. Oh my God, does he really? That poor kid. He didn't deserve that. Listen, he did good pod racing. He did a good job. He did a good job being a little bitty Anakin. But, all right, you guys. So we've got some fun scenes planned for you tonight, and don't forget that we will also be here tomorrow. Tomorrow wraps it up. Rule of 2. There must always be 2. One who covets the power and one who has it. So tomorrow night I will be joined by the incredible Gerald Hill. I will be doing a LaRaisa scene tomorrow night. Gerald will be geeking out with me about all things Star Wars. We will grill him extensively about cosplay and when is he all gonna make all of us some Mandalorian armor, because I know y'all be seeing his Twitter and, and his Facebook, and he's just showing off now, really. And if you're on TikTok, he's like talking to you in his sexy voice in his Mandalorian armor. You know what I'm saying? Kels, did he make you Mandalorian armor too? Like, do you also have Mandalorian armor? Like, we want to know. Like, he hooks you up too, right? Like, y'all do that together? Spill the tea. Spill the tea, Kels. But yes, I will be here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Gerald to close up this incredible performance. Do not forget to go to talesoftheforgotten.com to immerse yourself in all of our audio dramas. And if you love our shows, we love your support. Go ahead and make a one-time donation right now to the Tales of the Forgotten Fiction Network. If you don't like commitments, I'm not judging you, okay? That is completely fine. You can name your price, one-time donation right now. Your support always goes to all of our shows, our voice actors, and everything that we do here. But if you want a membership, that's cool too, because the membership is awesome. You can get one of those as well. Everything is on our website. Go to talesoftheforgotten.com. The website is so pretty. I did it. Tell me how pretty it is. It's so pretty. I know. There we go. All right. Yours is next. You haven't finished your design. Are there any fat Mandalorians? Ken, you're just a big dude, Ken. Ken is literally like the physical embodiment of a freaking Viking. Like, Ken is just a big guy. Membership for democracy. That's right, Synaptic. That's right. All right, you guys ready for some scenes? I think we're going to start tonight with Aunt Reed, and we'll close it out with the eldest sibling. How you guys feel about that? Tara, you ready? You ready to do some stuff?
Sounds good.
I had Van Cito's script up.
Oh, you want to do Fancito first? We can do Fancito.
Oh, shit.
Whatever Alex wants to do.
Alex, what do you want to do? You want to go first or second? Do you want to kick?
Yeah,
it
we
off?
can do it. I'm ready.
You want to do it first? Oh, snap!
Save the
Here-
best. Save the best for last.
Oh, look at that.
Here we go.
Here we right here we go. Here we go. All right, so for chat, we're using a different soundboard tonight that you will get to hear the sound effects as you have heard them, but I can only play one sound effect at a time. So at some point there will be music and then you'll just hear punching. So we can only do one or the other. And then maybe you guys can tell us if you would prefer like music overlaid or if you like it where, you know, you just hear the voice actors' voices but then there's some sound effects thrown in. Or if you prefer us to just figure it out and you're spoiled and you want both. So we're trying all the things. You guys are like our guinea pigs. So we can do more of these live performances because they're a lot of fun, and I think we're enjoying them, and I think you guys are too. So we're gonna start with the incredible Mr. Alex and a Van Cito scene that he thinks is a wonderful memory. It's a. All right, Alex, are you ready, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready? Okay.
Yeah. As soon as you say go.
Okay. I'm gonna say go now.
Aunt Reed brought me to a cavern on Belsois. As we approached, I saw Father battling a Sith. It was the first time I'd seen Father in combat. He was very new with a lightsaber, and I could tell. I was scared for him, but Aunt Reed would squeeze my hand and say,
He's got it. Don't worry.
Who is that?
Just wait.
It felt like the battle went on for eternity. Father was so angry, but finally he bested the Sith. Father brought him to his knees and held the lightsaber to his throat.
Apologize to my son.
What?
I said, apologize to my son.
For what?
Killing his father.
I hadn't realized who it was. When Father said that, I felt too many things, so I latched onto my anger. I let go of Aunt Reed's hand. I wanted to charge forward, but...
No, Van Cito.
Why? She knelt in front of me, placing her hands on my shoulders. Her touch was calming. I could feel her connecting with my rage, soothing it.
For you, in this moment, let it be justice. Later, if you wish, you can take your vengeance, but don't taint yourself. Not yet. Let Elijah show you that you mean more to him than the Jedi Order or any code.
Mother stepped aside, taking my other hand. She and Aunt Reed stood next to me, lending me their strength, their affection as Father force choked the Sith.
I'm not going to.
If
No.
you mistake the color of my lightsaber to mean I will not make you suffer, Sith, I will remedy you of that mistake.
Father made him suffer, the way Mother would make her opponent suffer. He didn't stop until that Sith finally uttered the words.
I'm sorry.
Louder.
I'm sorry.
Louder!
I'm sorry.
It was incredibly cathartic. I had not realized I needed to hear it. I never forgave the Sith. But that moment healed something inside of me. Father hugged me so tightly when it was over.
You're waiting for a line I forgot to upload.
Okay, hold on. I'll go back. It was incredibly cathartic. I had not realized I needed to hear it. I never forgave the Sith. But that moment healed something inside of me. Father hugged me so tightly when it was over. He said, "May you always know my loyalty is to you, Vancito. To our family." I know, Father.
It's such
Improvisation.
improvisation. Yeah, good job.
A's in the chat for Alex.
Eggs in the chat for Alex.
Oh,
Ba, 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 ba,
man.
ba, 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 ba.
The sound bites weren't there.
Long ass cheer.
That is a standing ovation.
Where's
right
Adam when I
there.
need him?
It's still going. It's like 36 seconds long. It's still going. It's still going. Oh, where'd you go, Alex? Alex just disappeared. We've lost him.
He disappeared.
He disappeared. That's okay. He'll be back. He's overwhelmed from emotion. And we accidentally made Alex play like 3 different versions of Vancito in that scene, which is fine. It's fine. Which is because he just does it so well. He killed it. It was freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. He's gone. What did you think of Dark Daddy Elijah's scenes and Vancito telling that story as one of his favorites? Always, right? So good. So good. He does great. I love hearing Alex as a villain, and I loved that is one of Vancito's happiest memories. I think that was my favorite thing to write, and then to hear Alex say Vancito was just yeah, man, it was a lovely story. When I first time that I called Dad.
My dad killed somebody for me. That was great.
Yeah. It was really cathartic.
It's
really
wonderful.
cathartic.
Wonderful family memories.
That's your favorite Elijah Vancito scene? Love that, Alex. Yeah. These are really beautiful memories. But, if you think about it, how the Daclin kids grew up, it's unique, I think, because I just think about that scene where they all got in trouble. And I don't know if you should look your child dead in the eye and be like, A, you can be replaced, and B, if you keep fucking up, I have no use for you. I don't think that's a... I think that might go against gentle parenting. I don't know. What do you think, Tara?
I don't know. They not threatening to throw your kids out of a, ship in space. It's not really the best thing. I don't know.
I feel like maybe not. Maybe not.
Throwing them out the airlock, just
Right.
all of you in the airlock right now,
real serious too.
You're dead.
Henri
you
was
will
like,
die.
I will shoot you and put you in a Bacta tank for a week. Don't play with me. She's like, there are healing stems in this world. I could just shoot you and not feel bad about it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And in that scene, though, that scene we were just talking about when Hannah says, "We're in danger." I love it so much.
I told her it lives rent free in my head. She did that too well. Too well.
Awesome. And then when Alex is like, "Can I just say?" And then, no, you cannot.
No, you
that's
sure
the whole
can't.
point.
Right.
You
need to
should
be
have said
talking
some
less.
things before.
Right, big brother.
You should have said something before.
Correct.
But now you've lost all speaking privileges. You
All
might
of
even
them.
lose your life.
Right,
because of
and you
that,
might even
so-
die. Exactly. It's a great scene. Alex, welcome back, love. If you're back, maybe back. That was from our holiday special, ladies and gentlemen. So again, if you haven't listened to Legacy, a Star Wars audio drama, what are you doing here? Thankfully, that wasn't really a spoiler. Not really, because Elijah's okay in that scene. So hey!
Whoa.
Did you guys like our what ifs, by the way, that we were putting in Discord last night? Because now I'm really excited about it. Now I'm like, damn it, Hannah. This is Hannah's fault. The what ifs are Hannah's fault. We were at dinner. We were having a very lovely dinner, and Hannah decided to start talking about what if. And yeah, so that's now there might just be a we cannot hear you, Alex. That might be a new thing that we have to do, like Star Wars or Legacy what if style. We'll do it before Disney does it. How about that? Okay. Receiving enough. What do you mean you're not receiving enough? Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Are we? Wait. Hang on. Wait. My answer for Dark Daddy is not appropriate. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, Crystal? Can we get some more? Can we get some more words on why it's not why it might not be appropriate? We're just like a little curious. Just a touch.
Crystal has questions.
Yeah, I just kind of want to know how you feel about Dark Daddy, Elijah. That's all. Synaptic, you're on board for the what ifs? Yeah, we might have to do. I have a lot to write before that, but you know, when you guys are bugging me for more legacy content, I'll be like, well, there's these what if ideas we had, like what if and what if this. I can put a link in there that will clear it all up. Oh boy, all right. Get in Discord, y'all. In Discord, prepare yourselves, chat, for Pixel's thoughts on Dark Daddy Elijah. I think we need artwork of Dark Daddy Elijah. Someone draws artwork of
Just soliciting.
Chris is gonna write more Dark Daddy based
Technical
on
blip.
answers.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Welcome back. It happens. No worries. So
I did literally nothing. I've touched nothing.
that's, you know what? It always happens. At least you weren't the only guest, so I'm not just sitting here fumbling and talking to myself, so it's fine. This is what happens with live shows. How was that doing that for a second time, Alex?
I love that scene. I think it's so great because it bookends the scene that Adam read yesterday, because this is the first time that if one of the most endearing scenes for me, which is early on, and it's super early on, is when Vancito first gets introduced as a 2 or 3 year old when they first meet him, and you can see he's hesitant to connect to Elijah, but he takes to Larissa right away. Mm-hmm. So I think the scene where he sees Elijah avenging his father's death opens up something for him in terms of, he's only a little bit older. He's still a child when that happens. And then you fast forward and the fight between Zirin and Elijah is kind of similar visually in my mind. Mm-hmm. There's a similarity, but this time, it ends different. So it bookends, I think, his feelings for Elijah in terms of opening up and then having to realize that chapter of his life is now over.
That's really heartbreaking. You just broke my heart when you drew a parallel between those two scenes. Thanks. Now I'm all up in my feelings. Thank you. Great. Great. I didn't even think of it that way. This is what Alex does. He's always like pulling in like these emotional depths to these characters that I love, and now I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, that's so sad.
Yeah, well, it's like we were talking about, I mean, you all were talking about it yesterday. I really, through the first journey of Legacy, before I did the holiday special and all that, I'd really bonded with, well, one with Tara and two with Delvin. Mm-hmm. And we were going through opposite things when that was happening, because Delvin, like I said yesterday in the chat, Delvin was listening as a father, and I was listening as a son who had just lost his father right before we started Legacy. Mm-hmm. So it was a very, like, I guess how Vancito says, it was very cathartic to be able to kind of put that into the work, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like your cathartic as Alex is a little bit more healthy than Vancito's cathartic. But maybe
Definitely.
not. Yeah.
That's a definite.
Vancito's
Well, you know,
like,
I'm-
it was so great that day that my stepdad killed this guy who killed my real dad. It was like awesome.
Yeah. I find Vancito, what I like about the character is I like the psychology of the character, because you meet Vancito as a child, but mostly he's talked about all the way until maybe like, I don't know, like the last kind of, like halfway through is really when Vancito comes into the story and you hear him. But the psychology of him is something I really, really like, being that he's growing up in this family and he's the one that looks different. He's actually not biologically related, but he's been with them since he was like 3, and it's just all very complex stuff. And it's a complex character. I just, like when you fall in love with a character, I love him.
Aw, that's so great. I love that. I love that you guys fell in love with these characters. That's awesome. It does my heart good. It does my heart good. I promise not to kill them off for at least a couple more episodes. Promise. Swear. Pinky swear. Pinky swear. Swear. But, Their sigh is everything. It's just it's like, here we go. All right, speaking of Tara, before we jump into the second read scene, let's tell everybody where to find these two amazing actors and friends. Alex, where can everybody find you and connect with you online?
So across all socials, I am the Midnight Mo. You'll find me and all my things there. And I also work for Stageworks Theater. We do social justice plays. We're the oldest professional running theater in the Tampa area. And that's where I'm at every single day, doing art stuff.
Yes, arts. Tara, where can they find you across the socials?
You can find me in the Tales Discord. I am True Legend in there. You can also find me on Twitter right now. I'm a little hesitant to say it because I'm debating if I'm going to go back private or not.
Gotcha.
But if you know Crystal, if you follow Crystal, you can see me and Kels and Pixel and Adam and Ken, Matthew Dawson, Vara Wynn. But yeah, so I am on Twitter. It's just I haven't decided if I'm going to go private again or not, because I've been seeing a lot of bots just coming in, and I don't necessarily want to deal with that.
That's really fair. That's really fair. Really important question to ask you, Tara, because there's been some debate on Twitter as to whether or not Vara Wynn is the GOAT of Legacy. Can you just clear that up? Can you just clear that up for us real quick?
It's completely unprovoked. I just want to be serious when I say this.
It's very serious.
Vara Wynn is not the GOAT. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, got it. Got it. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. You heard it here live on the Tales.
Not the GOAT.
Not. Like with a big N-O-T, not the GOAT. Okay.
Correct. And italicized.
And italicized, right. Alex, would you agree? Would you agree that Vara Wynn is not the GOAT, or do you think that there should be more of a discussion about that?
If it said that Reed's the GOAT, then Reed's the GOAT.
Right.
I don't go against Aunt Reed.
That's smart. That's smart. Except that one time when you guys got in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I won't go against the siblings first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
Okay.
But I will say, Vara Wynn is indeed the most powerful mystic. I will say that.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. All right. The most.
Still not the GOAT, but
Right.
is the most powerful mystic. So
Right. Okay, and everybody is blaming that on Lancoro, that it was Lancoro's fault. I mean, Lancoro definitely started it, but I feel like Tana took it to like the 25th level so fast when she just deadpanned. She was just like, "We'll just kill him."
We'll just kill
Well,
them.
she like, didn't even hesitate. She was just like,
She just said, "Well, we'll just kill them."
"We'll just kill him." She's like, that's fine. We'll just
That, and then they're both not even thinking. Like, okay, sure, let's do it.
they were like, "Yeah, let's just kill him." Why is
Okay.
my contact dead, Lancoro?
I love that scene. I think that's one of the best
So
scenes.
good. Listen, if Jake could have been here, then we would have done that scene. We would have done that scene 100%.
I love that scene.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
so funny to picture the three of them sitting there like all together, shoulder to shoulder.
Hannah, you do not give yourself enough props for how easily you slip into Veltana, because I'm telling you, that Veltana voice was just like, well, okay, let's just do it. Come on, let's go.
Like, and that's the first option,
Right.
Like, not let's do some research. It's just no. They just have to die now.
That's it. That's it. Like, I'm
One
not.
of the-
I don't know if it's they're that afraid of their like parental unit, because Elijah, Larissa, and Reed are definitely the parental unit. So I don't know if they were just that afraid. They're like, well, one, they're not snitching, and two, I'm not getting in trouble. So when they come, we just kill them, because like I'm not. I'm not telling Aunt Reed that we fucked this up. So you better fucking shoot somebody.
You want a little bone chilling Tana moment is when Pix says the line, "Unlike you, I don't make mistakes."
God.
Chilling. Chilling.
Chilling. So good.
She throws those out there like nothing.
Okay, before we get into this read scene, because we were talking about what ifs last night, there is, and this was not my idea. Before anybody yells at Crystal, this was Hannah's idea. Okay, just throw that out there. But Hannah, not Crystal, Hannah said, what would have happened to Vancito and Tana if Lancoro had got shot in that scene and not Mako? If like, well, he did get shot, but if Lancoro had died and not Mako, how do you think Vancito would have reacted to that, Alex?
Oh, I think that's just seeing red revenge. Like, I think that would absolutely destroy the two of them.
Yeah.
Be like, let's find that bitch. And
I know. And then it was me, and I'll throw myself on it. But then I was like, wow, how fucked up would it have been if in that scene, instead of pulling Vancito out of the cell, if Zarin pulled Lancoro out, that fight would have been much shorter. It's possible Elijah wouldn't have gotten there in time. So how fucked up would it have been for the two siblings to have watched Zarin kill Lancoro right in front of them?
Wow.
oh, that's so tough to think about, actually.
Is it?
Yeah,
am I
because,
traumatizing you?
No, I think what it is for Vancito, I think Vancito's anger lies very, very close under the surface, but growing up, how they grew up, it's learning to control all of that for him. And obviously having Lecrae as a mother, she's about to, someone get her a Snickers because she's hangry.
It's true. No, you're not wrong.
And I just think that explosion of anger would completely consume him, and he wouldn't think clearly before even going after her.
Yeah. That slip into the dark side. So it is. I think, even Lancoro is the siblings' favorite, because it's clear that if, Koro had died in front of them, both siblings would have just lost their shit. So you know what, I'll write that as a what if, don't worry, and at some point you'll get to voice act that. It'll be super fun.
Oh my gosh, that would be nuts. Can
Wouldn't
you
that be-
imagine,
wouldn't that
Pix?
be
I'm
great?
not even sure how we would go about that.
Right? How?
That's so much death. That's so great.
I
Poor
know.
That's what Vancino needs. More trauma.
Yeah, listen. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to explore.
How do you
that, though,
think
'cause
Aunt
one of the
Reed would
siblings?
handle that?
That's a tough one.
Yeah. How do you?
Oh, how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she already thought the siblings were dead at one point, right?
You know, she would also go on a rampage. You know, she and Larissa. Can you imagine both of them?
That'd be great, actually.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'd be done. Everybody would be dead.
That'd be
Everybody
fun.
would be dead.
That'd be fun. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna write Dark Side Legacy. It'll be great. All inspired by babyface Lancoro getting murdered by the mind-controlled Jedi.
Jeez.
I know. Then Matt really is gonna try to say that he's the GOAT. We're gonna have this gonna be the discussion that never ends. He's gonna be like, "Look what I've done."
I wonder how the audience would react to that. That's actually
I
kind
know.
of interesting because I can't picture Legacy without the three siblings together. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to picture
What does it
the whole
look
story
like?
without one of them.
Right. What does it look like without them? Yeah. Well, see, that's why what ifs are so fun, man. That's why. Yeah. So, chat, go ahead and comment in the Discord, in the Legacy Spoilers Discord. So put it in spoilers just in case you got a spoiler what if. But tell us what ifs you would love to see in the future. Because, you know, we love playing around in Legacy. We obviously are doing other stuff, but you know, it's always fun to play. So if you've got some good what if ideas, put them in that Discord, and if I like them, I'll write them, and maybe I'll give you credit. There we go. Let's do that. Okay.
God.
All right. Are we ready for some read scenes up in here? Are you ready, Tara?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
Sure. I forgot to change the screen. I'm mad about it. Hang on. I'm going to change it right now before we get started. Because I am just not on my shit today, and I'm upset about it. Because I did all this already. I did. And then I just forgot to do it also in Discord. Oh, boom. Fixed it right there. Oh, look at that. So fast. So fast, so fast. Yeah, what ifs are super fun. It's one. You know what? I really enjoyed the Marvel Universe what ifs. I did. I thought those were fun. I didn't watch all of them, but the ones I did watch, I was like, this is cool. So it is super fun. All right. It's Reed's turn. We have 2 Reed scenes for you tonight. One Tara demanded that we do, and what Tara wants, Tara gets. Yes, she was very, and then the other one, I was like, please do this, pretty please. And she obliged me. So, all right, here we go. Tara, are you ready?
Yeah, are you starting at chapter 37 or what are we?
I'm going to start at chapter. Yeah, so we're going to do this scene and then take a little pause and then you can do your next one.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure I didn't start the reading.
Yeah. I got you.
All right.
Although I am sad that you don't have your video camera on because I really want to know like what you do with your body when you read the second read scene. So you'll have to describe it. Like I'm really, the audience at the end, they no idea what we're talking about. They're going to know. They're going to know in a second. They're going to know a little bit. All right, here we go.
It's not that scene, everybody.
It's not that. Wow.
It's not that one.
Wow. Rob's not here.
FYI.
Rob's not here. We didn't get Andrew in here tonight. Here we go. Chapter 37. The motives that drive us. Reed pulled the cigar from behind her ear, lighting it before she spoke.
Zaren's droid is planet-side.
I know.
Why haven't I taken it out yet? You're risking Elijah's cover. You realize that.
Makitha knows about Elijah. But now that he's killed the Emperor's first son, if he is removed from the Jedi Order, it's of little consequence. He doesn't need to be there anymore.
Okay. How about not letting the enemy spy on us?
Reed.
Do you think Zaren is going to magically see you're some kind of good person and forgive you if you let the droid stay here?
T7 relays the information I want it to. It knows nothing of importance.
You don't know that. They could sneak into the spaceport. They could plan an ambush.
She won't. My presence means she must assume Debrillion is under the Empire's rule. She can't risk a blatant altercation of the treaty because she's got a grudge against me.
And if they think they're striking against the Emperor?
They know he's not here. They won't, Reed. Reed took a deep inhalation from her cigarra. She blew the smoke up into the air, her non-cybernetic eye narrowed at me.
You need to stop this.
You know what this is about.
I did. At first, it was about building something that made sure we could do things our way. Then it was about the fracking emperor and your need to atone for shit that just happened.
I have always needed to atone for it.
Kazran challenged you. He challenged you, and he died. You're a Sith. It's not a unique story.
She sparked my anger now. It was a tender subject between us. It just was. In a way, Reed was more Sith than I was when it came to Kazran. My jaw said, "Do not tell me what I am."
She is never going to forgive you. You look like a Sith. You dress like a Sith. The dark side is in your fracking face, Larissa. Zarin is never going to accept that. You fit into her bubble or you're out. It's black and fracking white with her. When are you going to let it go?
Never going to forgive me or never going to forgive you?
If Makithia gets an open shot at you, she's going to take it. And if she doesn't just want to kill you, Larissa. She's going to kill your whole family. Zarin will be nicer. She'll just throw you in a cell until you meditate long enough and you can recite the Jedi Code with feeling.
There was the possibility that Reed was right, and I'd always known that. The Sith in me rebelled vehemently against my decisions. But if I started killing my sister's allies unnecessarily, it would be that much harder to convince her that I might be a Sith, but I was not the monster she thought I was. A fool's errand, perhaps, but the Jedi that still sat inside me had to try. Leave the droid alone.
You're putting us all at risk.
Reed wouldn't understand, and I didn't expect her to. It was my burden to bear. I need only keep my family safe through it all. So reining in my temper, I turned on my heel, walking away and calling back to her. Then we're either strong enough to handle it, or we aren't. Is that Sith enough for you? Hey!
Fuck you, Larissa!
Hey, I think we did it so much better that time. I don't know, bro.
That was awesome. That was great.
That was good. That was good. How'd that feel?
It was really fun. That's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's have them clash heads because they're together on so many things.
Yes.
And even though Reed is like, Larissa is really blowing stuff out of proportion, but she's my sister and I'm going to be there with her. But I really like that scene because I think it's important for the audience to show that Larissa doesn't just get to run around. Like, everybody doesn't just say yes. You know, people do try to tell her, like, you need to calm it down.
Right.
Like, we gotta be more clear-headed about this. So
Absolutely.
That's weird to think about.
Is it with
I know, right?
Like maybe the sisters. I don't know about the kids.
Listen, they're always a
Imagine.
unified front in front of the kids, but behind the scenes, there's discussion.
I was gonna
There's,
say.
yeah, you know, you're always.
Can you imagine, Pix?
Listen,
Mom, can you calm down?
oh,
I don't know.
you know what though? Tana would say some shit. Like, Tana would be the one to look Larissa and or Reed deep in their orbital sockets and be like, "Can you just relax?" Like, Tana would have that
She
level of
would.
audacity. Like, she
I
would.
agree.
Like, she would.
Yeah, yeah.
Vancito, no.
It's true.
Lancoro, absolutely not. Tana, she's standing there like, you know, she's like, I said what I said. Dan Fixel says, "Oh my God, no. You know what? I'm gonna write it and I'm gonna make you read it, and you can say that to
Live
Henri.
session!
That's right. We can do a live
my God, yes!
session,
Yes!
and you can tell Henri to calm down, and I'm gonna let Tara ad lib what Reed says to that.
Yeah. So, Veltana, I know that you want me to calm down, but I need you to know that you're going to get your ass in that fucking airlock right now.
It'd be fantastic.
Can I just say, never mind.
Yeah.
No, go ahead and say it, Vancito. What you got to say?
It was good knowing you, Tana.
Yeah, don't say anything. Don't say anything, Fancy.
We had a good ride.
Vancito got all three of his names read during the holidays.
did. He had the whole
Vancito, they was like, it was done. The
Galactic
conversation was,
government name read.
oh my
right
goodness.
there.
Vancito was like, can I just say, Vancito Elijah Declan.
It's like, ooh, somebody in trouble.
Vancito not only got the three names, he got the worst word. I am disappointed in you. What? Oh, that's a stinger for anyone.
It's a bad one. All right. We have another amazing performance from the incredible Reed. Reed, are you ready for one of my favorite Reed scenes ever?
I am absolutely not ready for this whatsoever, but
That's
here
fantastic. Let's go. I don't have to read anymore, so I can drink my coffee. Okay. Whenever you are ready, ma'am, I got your sound effects ready. Let's do this.
I'm not actually drunk, so we'll see how it goes.
Wait, hang on. Were you when you read this the first time?
I was not.
Okay. I was just curious. All right, let's go.
Chapter 38, The Republic Strikes Back. Debrillion Spaceport, Corellian, XS Light Freighter Hangar. Oh, blood flew out of my mouth. I stumbled, catching myself. Frack. Being as drunk as I was, fighting Makethia sneak attack was proving to be a little difficult. For one, I had no idea where my blaster had gone, and for two, I was fracking drunk. I had not been this drunk in, I don't know, quite some time. I'd been working hard and doing the things I couldn't rightfully remember at the moment. You bitch! My cybernetic eye focused in on her a lot faster than my real one did. Just wait until I'm sober. I don't give a frack what Larissa says. I'm gonna blow your stupid Republic brains. She tried to cut off my tirade with another fist, but I caught it, and I kicked her right in the stomach. Yes, oh shit, I stumbled back, but I caught myself. Keithia looked pissed, and that made me feel warm and really fuzzy inside. Maybe that was liquor. I don't know. I couldn't keep track enough to block her next series of attacks, though, and the next time her fist cracked against my face, God damn it, it put me on the ground. Whoever let you in the spaceport is going to get it. I would have gotten back up. I promise I would have, but the concrete floor was cold, and it felt really, really good against my cheek.
You're sloppy and undisciplined.
She stepped back and let her lackey run up to me, shoving his knee into my back. You're a hating bitch who lost the last time we met.
And yet here I am.
I muttered another slurred expletive at her as Jorgen hauled me to my feet.
Permission to silence the prisoner.
Permission to silence the prisoner. I mocked him. I mocked him good. However, through my annoyance, I realized this was not the best of situations at all. Never mind my capture. How the hell had Makethia and Jorgen, of all people, gotten the passcodes to get into the spaceport? I knew she was having me watched, but Lancoro's wedding wasn't something I talked about in open air. That doesn't mean she needed someone. That meant she needed someone planetside. Shit. The droid. T7. Damn it, Larissa. I needed to warn her. But actually, change of plans. No. I had to sleep off way too much liquor first, and getting captured could possibly work out in my favor. Yes, sleep first, Were they talking? Why are they talking? Oh, idiot Republic. Oh, just fracking hit me already, you ugly mother. Thankfully, they finally obliged.
I fucking love Joe Green so much. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Fantastic. So good. Just the mental image I have of this scene. I can't wait till we make this an animated thing. I just can't wait. Just Reed just getting hit and just falling on the floor, but she's just laughing because she's just like, whatever. It's like, when I fucking get up, motherfucker. You just fucking wait. And the best part about it is for like Reed, like that's real. Like most people drunk talk shit like it's not real, like it's whatever.
Right.
Reed is like, no. She's like, when I am fucking not drunk, I'm gonna fuck you up.
She wasn't lying.
She
though.
wasn't
Like,
lying.
She was not lying.
She was not lying.
Kept her word.
She did
Just
keep her
FYI.
word. Just FYI. The throwdown between Makitha and Reed is chef's kiss. It is so good. So finally good. Did you enjoy that, Tara? Because your ad libs are incredible.
I did. I did not mess up as much as I thought I would, so I'm proud.
As you should be.
I'm proud. I was so nervous. My hands are like sweating and they're shaking. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna read lines in front of people.
No, you didn't.
Oh my God.
You guys are doing great. Oh, killing it. Killing it so good. So now we know that we can do this for Crazy Uncle. It'll be even better. It's gonna be fan-fucking-tastic.
Kels, help me. Oh wait, no, she's not the right person to ask. Where's Tiani?
No, where's Tiani?
Where's Tiani at?
Where Tiani? I'm sure. Yeah, Kels, you're down, right? You're down to do a live reading Crazy Uncle. Kels, I know
she is.
you gonna show up.
She
right?
said yeah.
You gonna?
I
show
heard
up.
her.
She said yes.
She said
I thought-
telepathically.
She said
it
yes.
to my
I
head.
thought she said yes too. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll make sure that Gerald really grills her for tomorrow night when he's here, because just make sure that he just puts her in the booth for us. What did you guys think of that? Can we get some R's in chat for our Reed? Let's go. Alex, what is your favorite Aunt Reed scene?
Don't do that to me.
I did it. Too late. It's done. It's out
Don't
there.
do that to me, please.
It's in the internet. It's out. It's out there. It's done. It's done.
My favorite Aunt Reed scene.
I know. Yeah, Kels is down.
That's
She
tough.
said it. She said it in chat. Yeah.
That's tough, but I like. Oh wait, I don't want to give away spoilers.
Too late. No, this is. Listen, spoilers. Yes, absolutely. Give them away. Go ahead.
I think her last scene was pretty gut-wrenching. Pretty emotional. I know I felt something when I was listening to it. I also like this. I actually really like everything Tara did in the holiday special as well. I like all the yelling at the kids. I don't know. I keep going back to that scene for some reason. I just like how everybody is in that scene.
But you know
And,
what?
like
it's
I think
also-
every single one of us is strong in that scene for some reason. I really gravitate
It's so good.
towards it for some reason.
It's so good. One day we'll do that scene live. But what I think is an underrated scene of the family special is the quiet scene with just Reed and Tana, when Tana is
Oh,
just
I love that.
remembering having just feeling some kind of way about killing somebody for the first time. And I think I love that scene so much because it's just it's beautifully acted by Tara as always. And I think one of my favorite lines is where she talks about when she first had to kill somebody, she was like just a little Jedi. Because Reed was a Jedi at one point, and she was on a battlefield with Zarin, and this was before the family went to shit, and she asked Zarin to make her feel better, because that's what big sisters do, and Zarin did. And it's just such a beautifully acted line by Tara, because like you could tell that Reed's, she's grown up and she's tough now, so she's not trying to give Zarin no credit, but she remembered it. And I thought that was just like, oh, feelings. feelings. My eyes were all up. You made Pixel cry. You made Pixel cry, Tara, for that scene.
I'm sorry, Pixel.
It's a good scene. Well, you have to remember, I mean, for those who, haven't or are currently listening or are going to listen, Reed is also mom.
100%. 100%.
Because there's large chunks of time where Larissa is actually not around and Reed is who's around. So it's
100%.
I just like that you can see the individual bonds between each of the family members separately when they speak to each other. You can still feel the fact that there's like I give credit to the acting performances that you can feel there's like history between the characters. Does that
Yes.
sound accurate? Or maybe you can talk on that. I don't know. But it feels like that to me. It feels like, oh, when they talk to each other, you can feel the family dynamic between each individual as well as them as a group.
100%. 100%. It's so sweet. What's your favorite Reed scene, Tara? Because you played her. For
Oh,
so
man.
much. You spent so
That's-
much time in Reed's skin. What's your
That's hard.
favorite?
That's really tough. I really enjoy the scenes with the kids where it's just them being regular, like there's nothing really pressing going on. Like Alex mentioned the scene with Tana, I really like, and scenes with Andro, like when stuff started to go down. And we're like, oh shit, like what's happening? What's going on? And they're arguing amongst themselves about like, no, I'm gonna do this. You're like, I love that. Scenes with Larissa, like the scene we did. Mm-hmm. I love that. Love that scene. And the scene where she dies. So sad. I don't know. Like I really love that scene. I think mainly because of the day when we recorded it. Like I remember it like it was yesterday. Like that, we spent like 2 hours or 3 hours recording so many scenes. Like that was the day we recorded the scene with Elijah. So with Adam and Bun, and it was a heavy day. Yeah, it was a heavy day, and I remembered. I knew my scene was going to come up, so that entire time, like all the emotion, like since when the frack are we the like that whole thing, all that emotion I was keeping stored in my body until the final scene with Larissa. And I ad-libbed what I ad-libbed because you had, and I'm going to tell you, I was a little bit sad that you cut, because I think you cut out some part of the lines that Larissa actually had said, because Larissa had said some things like, Reed, I told Reed I loved her, but I didn't
left
expect
in
her
your
to...
ad lib. Yeah, that was
No, not my ad lib. It's something that Larissa had said, and I have to re-listen to that part.
I don't think I cut it out. Did I cut it out?
I'll have to re-listen. Okay. But there was something that you had said though that I really loved, and that is what brought out the ad lib, because you're like, oh, Reed, I didn't expect her to say that she loved me back or some like there was this whole thing, and I'm like, in that moment it was just Reed and Larissa. Like everything else did not matter because they were in the womb together, and they had gone through this whole thing together, so this last moment was just them. And Reed would understand that Larissa would not expect her to say anything. There was no expectation. She knew that Larissa did not need her to say I love you, but Reed wanted to say it in that last moment.
Heartbreaking.
And so that's why I was like,
good.
That's beautiful.
Good hunting, Larissa. Like,
you said good hunting, and then you tacked on an I love you. You did, and broke me. Absolutely broke me. Yeah,
it broke me. Like after,
we were both, we were
that,
just broken. We was fucked up.
Like, because then I think you had some additional lines after that, because there weren't many.
Yeah.
And then you were like, okay, cut. And after you said cut, I literally broke down in tears. I fell to my knees and I started crying because I was just so filled with so much emotion and I had held everything in just for that moment, and it was just so precious and so special. So that was one of my favorites. Definitely my favorite recording, but overall scene.
Powerful.
I would say that scene has one of my favorite Reed lines in it, because there is something in the softness of your performance when you're just the two of you, and you really could just, it's a bubble of Larissa and Reed, and she just says, "I got married," but like the way she says it, it's so innocent and sister-like and very like yeah, of course.
Oh, it's so that was good too. That's
Tears.
Yeah, it's a beautiful moment.
That whole scene is heartbreaking as fuck. For an incredible-
Doesn't she say he's a good one, right? Doesn't she say something like that?
So Reed says to Larissa, "I got married," and Larissa
Yeah.
kind of smiles and says, "He'll do."
He'll do. That's it.
He'll
Oh,
do.
that's so
He'll do.
good.
He
That's
says he'll
so
do.
good.
Yeah. And then so it's Larissa just she's holding Reed and she's about to fucking kill her because Reed says, "I don't want to go on my knees." She's like, "You do it," and Larissa's like, I can't dishonor my sister now. I have to fucking do this." And so Larissa says to her that it was a voiceover that she didn't expect Reed to tell her that, because she'd always
So good.
literally always proven it. But that's the moment Larissa dies. Like that's what's you lose both of them in that moment, because when Reed's gone, there's no Jedi left. There's no saving Larissa after that. There's no pulling her back to the light, because right after that, the kids swarm her because they're there and they all hug her while she's holding Reed. And it's that moment that Larissa realizes how she knows she's going to die. She knows how this is going to end, that she's going to follow Reed, because the kids were always cathartic for her. Anytime she was ever like got a little too rowdy, she could think of Elijah, she could think of the kids, and they would pull her back. But in this moment, they're swarming her and she is just consumed by this pain and this rage, and they're not helping. There's nothing to contain this. She's done.
Yeah.
That's she knows how it's going to end.
It makes me think of the scene visually in my mind after that, where I see it as the three kids are standing closest to the fire, and the fire is like illuminating their faces. And then everyone else is like standing behind them. I think Zirin is talking at that point
Yeah.
in the story, but I think that's a beautiful, quiet moment as well, that not much like needs to be said, because the visual is so impactful of them standing there watching the fire.
We need artwork, guys. Artwork, please.
With
Artwork,
the-
please. Of the triplets
Yeah, with the
standing.
family members
Yeah, with the
in it.
family
I think
members.
that's
There we go.
well, we were talking just the day before yesterday, wondering it's the people that are listening, is it because they're gravitating towards the Star Wars aspect of it or towards the family aspect of it?
That's a
kind
great
of the
question. Let's
Well-
chat. What you think?
I think it can be, I mean, it
Maybe
can
both.
always be both or all. I
Yeah.
think there's a multitude of things that happen in that, it's an audio drama. And so I don't want to say distraction, but you don't have all of the visuals being pumped into your face. And so as a listener, you are going on this experience in a more intimate way. Like it's not so so separated from you, I think, because you're just hearing these words. And so if you're listening to it, not while you're working, because you're going to be working, but if you're listening to it and just sitting down and being immersed in this story, you have a chance, I think, to connect a little bit more quickly and on a deeper level in some ways.
100%.
And I think there are a lot of really quiet moments that's one thing that I appreciate about Legacy. It's not just like boom, 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 explosion, pew, 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 pew. It's not that the whole time. There's a lot of quiet moments between different characters. And so that I think just drives the connection to the character. So when a character dies, it's like, oh my God.
Well, we were saying too, we were talking about there's a quiet scene that's so simply delivered, but it's so good. And it's early on in the series, which is when Vet is explaining to Mako about Larissa avenging the murder of her family and why she's so bonded to the Declan family. And it's delivered so simply and so impactfully. But it's just Mako and Vet sitting there at the table, and it's a quiet scene. It's not overacted. It's not, she's just simply explaining, listen, Larissa is a complicated human. And you may not always agree with everything she's doing, but she will have the back of the people that she loves. And it's a really beautiful scene. It's really early on, somewhere like 9 or 10, I think.
Poor Mako goes to see Larissa and she's torturing the shit out of this guy.
Well, Larissa's almost like Shakespearean if you think about it. She's so complex, because she starts off in this one world, she ends up in this other world, and the arc between is just insane. The amount of loss, the amount of anger, the amount of love and revenge, and it's a crazy journey, even down to shaving her head. It's nuts.
The goal there was because I don't know what it says about me, but Sith life, best life. And this is why I put the ring on Hannah, because she also thinks the Sith code is the most realist thing that's ever been written. And it is. It's so fucking metal. Like, come on. But what I love so much about like Revenge of the Sith, watching Anakin fall to the dark side there, was the complexity of emotion. But then Star Wars, which kind of drives me a little bit crazy, it makes it very black and white, and it's not. Like, even in like the series, like there are so many moments where you fucking hate the Jedi. You are just like, y'all are the worst. Like, you are not on their side at all. You were just like,
Right.
bro, Jedi are trash. Let the Sith be in charge. So like the Star Wars universe, like, in some places it does a really good job of showing like the problems between being so immersed in an ideology where you see it as just black and white. And I think that there is so much room to explore the gray. And I love the idea of somebody who's like, I can't just be light side and I can't just be dark side. I'm trying to be a whole ass person. And as a whole ass person, I have all of these emotions. So how do I control them? Which ones do I play in the most? Where do I use this for? And there's just, I wanted to show that kind of complexity inside of Legacy, and not just have like, I mean, we've got Sith, we got crazy ass Sith, you have the staunch, Jedi, and then you have people who are just trying to be fucking people, and then are just like, or maybe we could just figure it out together. And where do the bonds of family come into that? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you really just gonna fucking say like, fuck you, I don't want to deal with you anymore because you adopt this particular lifestyle? And that's a hard question. So it's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep. Yes, Gerald
It
thinks
is
they
deep.
come for the Star Wars and stay for the awesome family story being told.
Well, if you think about it, from the beginning to Larissa's end, you're watching someone have an immense emotional and mental breakdown. Like it really is, if you think about it. And that really actually changed my idea of Van Sydow, who I thought of as like, oh, he's just like this know-it-all, like, by the book, kind of boom, 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 older brother. But it's like no, he actually also struggles with like mental, like with anger and having to try and be a whole person when you're balancing your nature versus nurture. And I think Larissa's character really is that, and the people around her are who ground her.
Yes, 100%. That's, yeah, she made that really clear, like 100%. They absolutely did. They absolutely did, because when she was struggling with it, she tried to get help, and the Jedi were just like, "Well, just go meditate harder. Like, don't be angry, bro." That's literally like they literally gave the response that you give when you don't understand what anxiety is. You're just like, "I have anxiety," and somebody tells you like, "Just don't have anxiety, bro." Like, if you just meditate a little bit and connect with the Force, you just won't have it. Like,
I'll just turn it off now.
You
I'll
just
turn the
turn it
anxiety off. Turn the meditation on, and we're good. We're perfect.
Yeah. And you know,
Wow.
Larissa too had the unfortunate that she just feels things too much. Poor girl. She like literally she says that a lot. Like she just absorbs like the feelings off of people. So if she's standing in a
Yeah.
room and you're pissed, she feels how pissed you are. It helps with Vancito because she could always feel when he was like up and down, and she could literally just be there and be like, "Go see your dad. Go talk to Aunt Reed. They'll help you out. You'll be all right." Because she knew, like she got it. But the Jedi, there was no help for her. There was none.
Mm-hmm.
There was none. They were just like, "You be all right. You be all right. But can you go kill somebody again for us though? But light side. Light side though.
Light
Light side.
side.
But can you go assassinate that Sith though? But light side. But do it on the light side."
Light
And
side.
it's all the result of their parents
I'm telling you. You know what? Do you
not
think?
liking them.
Do you think Reed and fucking Larissa would have grown up different if their parents hadn't have been assholes? You think so? I don't know.
Yeah, of
I don't know.
course.
I absolutely think they would have.
Yeah, of course they would have.
Because a lot of their issue was, you know, our parents don't care about us and we're going to have to figure it out. And Zarin, of course, is just like, "No, you could come to the temple with me and Catherine." And then Larissa's like, they're not going to let us in there. They're not going to let us in there. Reed's going to come with me and we're going to go. And Zarin's like, "No." And Larissa's like, "Yeah."
I mean, it actually makes sense because if you think about it, Elijah and Larissa's characters have a lot of duality where Reed's doesn't, and she's the constant for the kids. So it actually would make sense. That's why, not to speak up for the siblings, but I think the siblings and like especially Vancito would, as the oldest, would notice, like, okay, listen, we gotta take mom and dad in with a filter here. Like, they're great and we love them, but they got stuff going on.
The whole family does. Listen, the bottom line is war fucks you up. War is bad. War bad.
Family fucks you up.
Well, that
Family
too,
and
that too.
war.
Family plus war, bad. Super bad. Not great. Not great. And Pixel is absolutely right too. Not enough gets shout out to the amazing Shelley who played Master Satele. That yes, if Master Satele had been more involved in things, lots of things would have ended differently.
So it's Shelley's fault.
It's Shelley's fault if because there were a lot of scenes where Satele was looking at Zarin real suspect, like the fuck is
She
wrong with
was.
you? But she was like, "But war, bro, like shit was busy and she didn't have time to fucking figure." Yeah,
She did not have time.
I'm telling you, if
Damn
Satele
it.
had have been in the tent and not in like a hollow call when Zarin had a marched in there on mind control, Satele would have sat on her ass. This story would have been so different. So different. Zarin was not, she would not have left. Satele would have took one look at her and been like, "Nah, that's something wrong with that. No, get her right handed. Just get her. Just
Right
bring
now.
her right,
Right
now.
now.
Bring her over here." like she knew.
That's really
She
funny.
knew. Like even Satele gave Larissa a stern talking to. Satele gave Larissa a stern talking to. And this was right at, like, Larissa is in her deep, "I do not give a fuck. I will kill everybody in this hospital." Like, and Satele was just like, "You need to stop acting like that." And Larissa's like, "The fuck you say to me?" And Satele said, "I said what I said. You need to stop acting like that, Master Daclin." And Larissa's just like, "Ooh, rude." Not
Poor
enough.
Shelley.
She did. Shelley killed that. Good job, Shelley.
Look, Shelley, we love you. You need to be redeemed.
Yes, justice. Now I gotta put in a what if Master Satele had it just been more present? How would Legacy have gone? Listen,
There are so many
Story.
places.
Listen, Master Satele as like a character, like let me tell you, let me put y'all, for people who don't know, Master Satele has had sex, has a son, and it is actually canon that at some point she like teams up with a Sith to like do some shit. So like Master Satele is like
so
on
Master
the level.
Satele she's the truth. Okay.
Yeah, she's the truth. That's why it was such a great scene for Satele to look at Larissa and be like, "Listen, I know what a mother would do for their kid," because she does. She knows. Like, she gave her kid up. She like, yeah, she has a son. You get to play with him in SWOTAR. Like, she's got a kid. He's kind of fucked up. He got some family trauma too because his mom, gave him away. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like she was being real with Larissa. She's like, listen, I get you, but your kids aren't dead. So why you acting this way?
Right. You need to calm down, Larissa.
Literally,
calm it down.
literally.
Calm it down.
She tried.
Please.
She
like,
tried.
right now.
She tried.
You should try to take a seat.
She did.
Larissa has low blood sugar, I think.
Yeah, Larissa definitely needed a Snickers at that point, but there was not a Snickers big enough after her sister died. So I don't know how you get over that trauma.
Is she
She tells
taken
them their
from
name is a lie. Oh, good job. See, nobody has a worse parent than the poor kids in Crazy Uncle. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
No, I was just going to say, and you don't have to say anything, but is Larissa based on someone or someone's? Like, is it a compilation of people, or something with you, or
No, not that I can think of.
just made her up?
Just made her up. Just made her up.
Damn.
I know. I took that personally.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like... No, because it makes sense. They're all your babies. They all come from you. All the characters are from you. So I'm assuming like you've got influence from your life.
There's probably some life stuff in there. I don't know. I have to think deeply about that. I have it's interesting that there's a strong theme of like family in a lot of my stories, which is obviously important to me because I keep writing about family. And that's true. But it's interesting to me that I write a lot of characters that are really try to be strong mothers, and I have no interest in being one, which is very interesting to me.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I have no interest at all in being a mother. I have a
Well, that's probably why you're taking it out on your artwork.
I am. Thank you for the trauma. I need it for my art. There we go. I don't know. The story informs a lot of these characters. You start, you have
Pixel's
an
line.
idea, and they just listen. Pixel did the whole "fuck you." Even your name is a lie a little too well. Okay. And I told her we're gonna do a live session, and I want you to look innocent Zoe, deep into her eyes, and I want you to say that.
That's so sad.
I know, right?
It's so sad.
I know, it's so sad. I can't wait for us to do Crazy Uncle Live. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm telling you. I said it yesterday. I'm gonna say it again today. I did not have to direct Kels very much at all for her lines. I just want y'all to know that. Kels just leaned right into that.
Good voice actor.
Kels is a great voice actress.
Oh
my God.
my
Kels just
gosh.
leaned right into that.
Yeah, she really does downplay it, but she's a really good voice
That's
actor.
what we keep trying to thank you. Kind of tell
Can't
her.
deny the truth, Kels.
That's right.
It is
No, you
your
are.
fate.
You are, Kels. You
I'm
are.
going to need life to be spoken on this day.
100%. So we'll get a Crazy Uncle thing going very soon here. That'll be our next one. It'll kick off our production for 2024. But this has been incredible. I love that everybody's been hanging out with us. Thanks for lurking, Shelly. Just we love you and your performance as Master Satil. So we want to make sure you got some love. Of that. And Ken is in the house, and Ken actually got to be a Jedi as well. Ken was the asshole Jedi. It was great. Ken got to be the asshole Jedi that was just like, fuck these Sith, let's kill them all, but for the light side. Ken was like, kill the Jedi, kill the Sith for democracy. Yeah. Ken got to play that guy, so it was awesome. Freaking great. All right, everyone, please come and join us tomorrow night for the last live performance. I will be doing a certain Larissa scene. I will be joined by the incredible Gerald Hill. He will actually be filling in for a voice actor who could not make it, so he's actually going to read some lines with me tomorrow night, which is going to be super fun. I'm sure he'll be in his Mandalorian armor. We're going to geek out about the Acolyte and all the questions that I couldn't ask this panel because they only kind of like Star Wars. So me and Gerald are going to do some heavy Star Wars geeking out tomorrow night. Tara, you coming? You going to be there? You going to be there tomorrow night? Come and hang out? Oh, Tara's going to be there. It's going to be great. That's great. so I can make Tara read some lines too. Fantastic.
Sure.
Love that. Oh, I love Tara's always down. Love that. Love that. So we will be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we start at 7. So 1 hour later tomorrow, the party starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube, the last live performance. Don't forget to please go and check out all of our shows at talesoftheforgotten.com. Tell your friends about us. Word of mouth marketing is so powerful. If you have not yet left us a review on Spotify, our app, or Apple, please take the time, go and do that right now. That is so incredibly helpful to us, just leaving that review. Please just go and do it, and then tell your friends all about us. Get ready. We've got an incredible production schedule for you for 24. We're going to finish Don't Look first. Right after Don't Look, Vampire Beginnings for Everybody. That is 7 episodes of a vampire action romance that I am fucking in love with. I love that story so much, and it's so good. And then after that, we're going to do some Synarchy. And I can't wait for y'all to hear my mobster versus alien bullshit. I can't wait for y'all to hear that. That's going to be great. And then we've got plenty of other shit that we're going to sprinkle in the mix. So don't worry, Tales After Dark fans. I got you. Writing smut is so much fun. We got you. That's
She
coming.
got you.
I got you. I got you. Daddy as fuck. It's coming. Pixel and I were talking about that last night. And you can expect more live performances. So tell me, chat, like, do you guys prefer it like with the music and the sound effects? Do you not fucking care? Is it just the live performances that got y'all? Give us some feedback. Tell us in the chat. Tell us in Discord kind of what you prefer, how we're doing this, and that will help us inform how we do the live performances in the future. Pixel's going to schedule some game nights for us this week. So we're going to do some Among Us, some more drunk. What's that game we was playing when we was drawing? The Scribble, describe the.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to do.
Scribble.
The Scribble,
Yeah,
we're gonna,
it's like Pictionary.
It's like Pictionary online. We had way too much fun playing that. That was hilarious. So we're gonna do. It's so good. Oh my god, that was so good. So we're gonna do that. Oh, Ken says it totally depends on the scene. Got you. Okay, so we'll play around with that. We'll see. Maybe we'll do Zencaster tomorrow, so we can have Pixel doing both. Love the live performances because the VA sound effects are optional. Understood. Retired undefeated. I don't think that's true. Matt, I don't think you were undefeated. I don't. Tara,
Maybe he meant. Maybe he means just like, what was it, 1 or 2 games? Maybe he's just counting those by themselves, not the other. Like,
the others, right? That, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, okay. So we've got a lot of fun stuff planned. Tell your friends to come hang out with us in Tales. Get ready for our production schedule, and we will see y'all tomorrow night. Me, Gerald, and Tara up here having a great time for Revenge of the Six Legacy Style. That's really hard to say. I know. I don't even know. More clapping? You can clapping. Hey, there was sound effect. All right. A big thank you to Alex and Tara for being here tonight. Big thank you to Adam and Tara for being there yesterday, and Matt for being there yesterday. Vera Wynn, who is not the GOAT, but there is fan art for you right now in Discord, Vara Wynn. So there you go. How about that? And I will see y'all tomorrow night. Thank you so much. TalesOfTheForgotten.com. I am Crystal. We are out of here. Bye, y'all.